Job interviews can feel like high-stakes performances, but beneath the surface, there's an intricate science shaping what we say, how we say it, and even how we feel. First impressions are formed within milliseconds. Research shows that within the first 7 to 11 seconds, interviewers often make subconscious judgments about a candidate. This is largely driven by what's called thin slicing, the brain's ability to make quick judgments based on limited information. Physical cues like posture, eye contact, and even the firmness of a handshake can trigger cognitive biases, like the halo effect, where a positive trait creates an overall positive impression. But let's talk about nerves. Job interviews can trigger our body's fight or flight response. When stress hits, our body releases cortisol, a stress hormone that can impair cognitive function, leading to memory lapses or difficulty articulating thoughts. The prefrontal cortex, which handles reasoning and decision-making, is especially impacted. This is why even well-prepared candidates might struggle with answers when under pressure. On the other side of the table, interviewers aren't immune to bias either. Beyond first impressions, cognitive biases like confirmation bias can affect their decision-making. Confirmation bias happens when the interviewer unconsciously seeks out information that supports their first impression, ignoring evidence that might contradict it. Interestingly, communication in interviews is about more than words. Studies suggest that up to 93% of communication is nonverbal. Body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice all play crucial roles. Asterisk graphic, a pie chart showing 7% verbal, 38% tone of voice, 55% body language. Asterisk. Candidates who convey confidence through their nonverbal cues, like steady eye contact, open posture, and controlled gestures, tend to be rated more favorably, even if their verbal answers are similar to other candidates. Another important factor? The interview format itself. Research shows that structured interviews, where candidates are asked the same set of predetermined questions, tend to be more reliable in predicting job performance. In contrast, unstructured interviews allow for more personal rapport, but are often less predictive of future performance, as they leave room for more subjective judgment and bias. Interviewers also experience cognitive load. They're listening, analyzing responses, taking notes, and judging fit all at once. This cognitive juggling act can sometimes lead to missed information or overemphasis on certain aspects of a candidate's performance. This is why interviewer training and practice are crucial to mitigate unconscious errors and biases in the decision-making process. So, the next time you're sitting in a job interview, remember, it's not just about your resume or the words you say. There's a complex interplay of psychology, communication, and cognitive science at work. And while you can't control everything, being aware of these factors can give you a valuable edge. Interviews may never be easy, but understanding the science behind them can help make them more manageable and ultimately more successful.